Hi everyone, happy Monday. Welcome back to Mindset Monday. Of course, I have another tip for you this week to help you take your mindset to the next level. And today's tip is actually inspired by a conversation I had with one of my clients. And instead of giving you like one specific tip, I'm actually going to give you a 5-step process that's going to help you, particularly in those moments when you feel challenged, when your mindset is triggered, and you're just sort of feeling out of sorts, okay? So this is really helpful when you are noticing that your mindset isn't the best that it could be. Maybe you've been triggered by something that someone said, some things are happening in your life and you're feeling particularly triggered in that, that aspect, your finances, your relationship. It really doesn't matter the topic. It's really just about when you feel like your mindset has fallen off course, okay? So what you want to do is there's this 5-step process that's really going to help you identify and pay attention to what is going on and then help you shift your mindset so that you can release some of that resistance, okay? And the first step is to just notice how you're feeling. And I'll be honest that, excuse me, when we are in the thick of our resistance or we're in the thick of our challenge, a lot of times we don't realize that our mindset has already kind of run away from us, right? We don't really understand or pay much attention to the fact that our mind has already taken on a life of its own. It's already telling this crazy story. It's already taking us down this path that we don't necessarily want to go down because we know it's not going to be beneficial to our lives. So the first step is, as soon as you understand or as soon as you notice what you notice how you feel. As soon as you realize that your mind has kind of run away with you, notice how you feel and then name it. And the reason we do this is because when we notice how we feel and we give a name to it or we bring awareness to it, it actually reduces the power that it has over us. So a lot of times our feelings just come up because they need to be acknowledged and there's a message in that emotion for us. And so by feeling into it and going, I'm feeling a bit frustrated, okay, I'm feeling frustrated. That is the name that I'm giving this emotion. Then it sort of causes it to lower a bit, right? It doesn't have to be as big. It doesn't have to be as overwhelming. So that's step 1, is simply notice how you feel and then name it. Step 2 is to pay attention to and ask yourself this question: what was I focused on or what was I thinking when I noticed or when I started feeling that feeling, right? And the reason you ask yourself that question is because it's going to give you a ton of information about what you were thinking in the moment, what was the topic, what were you focused on in that moment that created that resistant thought or that anxiety or that frustration, okay? Again, this is all about awareness. It's going to give you a ton of information about where your sort of triggered landmines are and help you build upon them later, okay? So that's step 2. Step 3 is to pay attention to the story that you were telling about that topic before your mind ran away with you, okay? Now, this is actually a really super important part of the process, because what this does is it helps you kind of go, okay, I was focused on money and then I felt overwhelmed. And what was the story I was telling? Oh, I was going down the path that said I don't have enough money or that there's never enough money. Or I was going down the path in my relationship that says I'm not worthy of a relationship, right? So what this does is it helps us identify some of the beliefs that are kind of sneaking in there during our resistant moments, right? And that's going to help you as you move forward and start incorporating some new beliefs into your daily practice. So that's step 3. What's the story you're telling? Step 4, is it true? Do you know for a fact that that story that you've just sort of identified is true? And I'm going to give you a little secret. 9 times out of 10, or even 10 times out of 10, the story is not true. Or there's no way for you to know that the story is true, because when we're in that place, we're simply painting a picture that we think is possible based on where we are. And that's not always true. Okay? So is it true? Do we know for a fact that it's true? 9 times out of 10, you don't. Okay? You don't know that that's true. And then step 5 is to try to soothe the feeling or shift your focus entirely. Okay? And I find that depending on how long you've been sort of down this path and telling the story, shifting your focus is going to be the best thing that you can do. Go take on a project, go take a nap, go do something that's completely opposite or secondary to this actual topic, because that's going to help you shift your focus and change the resistance or shift the energy around, okay? Now, you may be asking, why don't we jump right to step 5? Step 5 seems like the big key. And it is actually the most important piece, because you just want to shift the energy. However, by going through this step-by-step process, what you actually do is you start getting information and awareness around where are your landmines, where are those moments that really trigger you, or what are the topics or the stories or the beliefs that are really getting you stuck. And then with that information, you can start building in and planting new beliefs in your daily practice, okay? So that is the 5-step process that can make a huge difference in your mindset. It's going to be the difference between getting and creating what you want versus telling the same story, living in that same place. And it's a perfect example of how you can build new beliefs and really take yourself to the next level, to really create that next level life, okay? Now, speaking of next level life, I am really, really excited about a new masterclass that I am offering this week. It is absolutely free, and it's been inspired by a lot of these stories that I'm hearing from clients, feeling like they're treading water, or they're in the same, situation that they've been in year after year, and they're really ready to just move through and get to that next level. And for those of you who have been feeling particularly challenged, if you've been feeling like you have more resistance on your path recently, it's likely because you are absolutely 100% ready to step up to the next level. And you may not know how to do that. So this masterclass is happening on Wednesday. I'm going to be sharing my top tips, tools, and strategies to help you get to and build that next level life, as well as some pitfalls to avoid. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, I would love for you to join me. Go ahead and post a comment below this video. I will send you the link to sign up, or shoot me an email and I'll send you the information there. It all happens on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, and I would love for you to join me. So that is it for today. I know it's a ton of information. If nothing else, go through that step-by-step process, really engage with it and give it a try for yourself, and then let me know how it goes, okay? Hope you guys will join me on Wednesday for that free masterclass, and hope you guys are having a great week. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.